Hi everyone, we are back in the test kitchen. We are coming up with another recipe for our protein bars. Now, we have been making these protein bars for about a year, and we've made a lot of different flavors. This time, we've already made peanut butter and chocolate, and we used peanut butter powder to make them. This time, we're going to make them chocolate first and add peanut butter as a topping. So, I am measuring out the 3 cups of oats that you need to make these protein bars. We process them in the processor. Now that's not quite a 2nd cup, and I've got to open up a 2nd container, so hang on. Okay, so here is the 3rd cup going into the processor. And I blitzed them up just enough. Yep, just like that. Just to make them smaller, because it makes a denser protein bar, and that's what we like. So this is 3 cups of oats, just pulsed up in your processor or blender if you don't have one. I am adding 2 scoops. Hang on. This is our favorite by Body Fortress. Whey protein. This is our favorite. I cannot begin to tell you how good it tastes in everything we put it in. So, 2 scoops. And this is like the bottom of the barrel, so I'm having to scrape. So it's going to look like I'm putting more than 2 in there, but I'm not. There we go. That's 2 full scoops of protein powder. All I do is whisk the protein powder into the oats so that you've got one nice cohesive dry mix. Now this time, I'm going to do something a little different. We are using sugar-free pudding mix. However, this time we're using a family size, okay, of no sugar. And we're going to make the pudding, and then we're going to put it into the oat and protein powder mixture. So it's going to be a little bit different. Sugar-free chocolate pudding mix in. And I'm going to stress this, we use almond milk. We don't use regular cow's milk. The reason for that is I try to stay away from a lot of dairy. Yep, 2 whole cups of almond milk going in. Oh, that smells really good. And I'm just going to stir this up until it makes the pudding consistency that it's supposed to. Okay, folks, we now have the pudding. It's mixed up into a nice consistency. Woohoo! Depending upon how this mixes up, we might have to add another cup or half of oats. We haven't added just pudding to the mix. So like I say, test kitchen, okay? Here we go. I like it so far. Okay, I like it so far. This looks cool. Oh yeah. Oh, these are gonna make really cool bars. Oh, this is great. Yep, I'm happy. See, what I do is I think about recipes in my head. Yeah, I do. I come up with the recipe in my head, and then I'm like, okay, let's go to the kitchen and see if this works. Oh, it does. Oh, that's great. So if you're going to make this recipe, please make sure that you use the 3 cups of oats and the family size recipe of the chocolate pudding. Sugar free, because that is perfect. Now I will get the molds out. We will spray them and start putting this mixture in to the mold. And then we'll mix up the peanut butter mixture. Spray your molds, folks. Spray your molds. I'm just being honest. Definite thing. Let's see if I can do this with a spoon or a fork. I usually fill these with a fork. I think... No? This is going to work out okay. Hang on. What's easier is you can scoop with a fork, although I've got too much in that one. Way too much because I didn't leave room for the peanut butter. So hang on. Yeah, the fork works better. And our cat in the background is just losing his crap because no one's paying attention to him. He's losing it. Okay. So I got these molds off of Amazon. If anyone would like the link, I will put it in the description. Okay? You get 2 of them? I think they're around $9. Let me tell you what. We have made so many protein bars in these molds. They've already paid for themselves. Honestly and truly. They really have. So now I'm going to go back and take little bits. Shove it in there nicely. Make them look a little more presentable because, you know. Okay. So I'm just having to mess with these a little bit more. Simply because I'm not used to the putting in the mix, so to speak. And there is plenty of room left over. Yep, on all of them to top them with the peanut butter and agave mixture. I need to grab my other mold and spray that one. I'll be right back. Finishing up making, we will add up the ingredients that we use and we will give you the calorie count. We always do. Our bars end up being anywhere from 80 calories, because I know one time I said 100. That was wrong. Our protein bars are anywhere from 80 calories to 120. That's the highest calorie bar we've ever made. We like to keep the calorie count low for those of you that count calories, but we like a flavorful, protein-packed snack or meal. It's how we tend to eat. So I am putting together a half a cup of peanut butter, and I'll show you what kind I use. I use the peanut butter that doesn't have any sugar in it. Haha, there's a theme. There's a theme with my food. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, I am a diabetic. Okay? So, here is half a cup of crunchy, because that's what I like. You may use creamy, smooth, Jif, whatever your preference is. But I use the ingredients I use because I am a diabetic and because I can actually eat these foods. Now, here is the peanut butter that I buy. They also make it in creamy, smooth, without extra nuts, non-crunchy, whatever term you'd like to use. Now, we are going to put a little bit of agave syrup in here because this peanut butter is actually pretty good on its own. It's pretty smooth after you've stirred it up for, 5 minutes. Anyway, this peanut butter is pretty smooth, but I would like it where it actually falls. So, and I need to measure this for you guys. I normally just start adding ingredients and I don't measure, but for this time I will. So there's 1 whole tablespoon of the agave syrup going in, and I'm going to stir that up really well and see just what 1 tablespoon does. This reminds me of eating peanut butter and syrup when I was a kid and sopping it up with a couple slices of bread. That was a great snack. Loved it. Love it, love it. So that's not quite the consistency that I wanted, so I'm going to add another one. That might be all we need. We'll see. We'll see. Half, okay? 2.5? There we go. 2.5. Get all that agave goodness out of there. There we go. A little bit more. That's, okay, that's it. That's it. All right. Okay, guys, here's the peanut butter layer going in. I just want enough for taste. There we go. Oh, these look good. Chocolate with protein powder and peanut butter agave topping. Oh, I can't wait to try one. These will have to refrigerate or freezer. It is up to you. We like to keep them in the freezer. They seem to keep longer. They keep for weeks. No, honestly, they really do. They keep for weeks. So refrigerate or freeze, your choice. Okay?